The decision by a few Republican governors to send migrants to so-called sanctuary cities unannounced has certainly drawn the ire of President Biden and fellow Democrats. But the administration says those busing plans are having an unexpected effect at our southern border. And meanwhile, a recent court ruling could have a lasting impact for people from other countries already living here in the U.S. NewsNation correspondent Joe Khalil live for us in Washington with more on this. Joe.
Yeah, Natasha, so let's take a step back. We have migrants in record numbers still approaching the border right now. We also have those governors, as you mentioned, sending those migrants into sanctuary cities. Administration officials say that may be making the problem worse. And then you've got an appeals court that just ruled that the DACA program itself is illegal. So you imagine with all of that going on, is this finally enough for Congress to actually try to act and fix the broken immigration system? We put that to one member of Congress who says right now, in this moment, it may be their opportunity.
As Republican governors in Texas, Florida, and Arizona promise to bus more migrants to sanctuary cities, the Biden administration's top border official, Chris Magnus, issuing a stark warning. It's only attracting more migrants to the southern border, saying, quote, "What's going on is a pull factor," which is somewhat ironic given the criticism from some of these same governors.
We need help, and we need it now. Our shelter system is now operating near 100% capacity.
New York City Mayor Eric Adams now declaring a state of emergency due to the migrant influx, pleading for federal help. And new reporting by the Washington Post questioning whether Florida Governor Ron DeSantis broke his own state laws by flying migrants from Texas to Martha's Vineyard. His state's own budget provides money to move migrants from Florida, not from other places. All of this as a federal appeals court ruled that the DACA program is illegal more than 10 years after its creation, leaving hundreds of thousands of so-called dreamers in limbo.
I will be in a position again where I am fearing deportation and being unsure about the future.
The program was designed to offer legal status to immigrants brought to the U.S. illegally as children who've lived their whole lives as Americans. Many, like Jaime Rangel, with families and careers, now worry about being deported.
I'm scared. I'm terrified. And now I have a 2-year-old son, and I have a wife. I have a family.
There is bipartisan support for DACA, but to get Republicans on board, reform may need to include funding for a border wall and more border security. Democratic Congresswoman Nanette Barragan tells NewsNation exclusively it should pass.
Are you willing to give on some of those things?
There shouldn't be a negotiation on what are you going to give up, right? Supposedly they believe in this. They should, in good faith, come to the table and just get it done.
But as migrant busing continues, immigration as a political issue remains red hot. Despite both parties acknowledging the immigration system is broken, Congress has tried and failed for decades to address it.
And Natasha, one Venezuelan migrant who's actually a party to the lawsuit that's being filed now against Governor Ron DeSantis, he also agrees that the busing of migrants is actually encouraging more migrants to come. In fact, he described WhatsApp chats between people now in the United States and those who are still on their way, describing not only is the government people are turning themselves into the government, but they are paying for the bus fares. So that, in a way, is sort of enticing more people to make that journey. Natasha.
Joe Khalil, interesting. Thank you so much. And next,
thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.